merch that you
Streaming
made.
the-
Yep, we are also
Are
recording.
we live chat? Oh my god, we are live chat.
We
Yes,
live
we are
chat.
live.
It's working. See, I told you I could do
Yes,
it. I'm a smart.
We are live.
He's a smart.
He's a smart.
He's a smart.
Although the live streaming just froze and the Skype didn't, so I was watching myself move over here and not. It was weird.
Yep.
All right. So yes, we're trying this live for the first time. Yeah, see, it just froze again.
Yeah, it probably
Does
wouldn't
that.
hurt to record it and then upload the recording.
Yes, I have that. We're good.
Our
Oh my
first
God.
time going live. I have no voice. Yes.
Yep, our first time going live. You
Yeah.
have no voice, and the live stream keeps freezing.
Garrison, turn up your IRL mic volume.
I think it's all the way up. I just have no voice.
He has no voice
How's the stream now? Is it
because
up?
your bird is wrong. Yes, the stream is still frozen, but
Chat.
Really?
Chat.
No, like this, your screen share.
Oh.
Stop Skype screen sharing.
Oh, I am. Oops.
Yeah, stop it.
Is that stream?
There we go. Is the live stream still like functioning?
I'm about to check.
Yeah,
Make
it's
sure it's not
still
freezing.
going.
Okay.
It's crystal clear. I've got it pulled up on my phone.
Hello, everybody.
Okay,
Keep
yeah,
tabs
it's
on
working.
it.
Welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons. And we're trying to go live for the first time ever. We
And we
figured it out.
succeeded.
Yes, and we succeeded.
chat?
So, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can go onto my phone on YouTube and join the. I probably can't, but we'll see. Live? Can I join the live?
Very sunburned for the first live. It's
I think
fucking-
I might can. Oh no, I don't think I can join the
I
live
don't know why
myself.
everything
I don't-
else is gone
One
wrong
of these
for the-
two.
For the,
Oh, there we go. Hey, I can listen to myself twice.
isn't that just the
Yeah, I'm
dream?
gonna go up this
I'm actually
one.
gonna lower that volume so that I'm not listening to myself twice. There's also a delay, but that's okay. Who cares? All right, so
Yeah, I can fix that, but it doesn't really matter.
it doesn't matter. Who cares? So let's go. Yes, live streaming. So, obviously, be respectful in the comments and the live chat if you do happen to join in and say hi. Otherwise, YouTube will slap us and take the live out. But it is still being recorded either way. Cool. So where you guys left off, you entered the vast metropolis of the Clarolondo Empire, which not even the history buffs in the group heard anything about before. During which you stumbled across some guards that were very, very well dressed for the scene, but weren't hostile to new people. You saw new people going in and out and flowing through the city. A very, very large, like, college campus for magic users, which would have gotten Steven's attention if he wasn't so hell-bent on finding copper. You signed up at the Adventurers Guild, which you learned was a requirement. Malador found his parents in the tavern, which is the Blue Heaven Tavern. What are you doing? Anyway, doesn't matter. And where you guys ended up after you went to the cove to get all of your supplies. I believe Vidar and Garrison, you guys were immediately heading toward the Gladiator Arena. In the direction that they had pointed, even though they didn't really tell you where it was. They just said, go that way. You were also looking for the Vampire Club that they said was beneath the giant tree. Once again, didn't tell you where. They just pointed in a direction and said, go that way. I know, Yorick, you were planning on following them to the Gladiator Arena. And then you said you wanted to go off and train your new pet dragon, which I'm eager to see where that goes to. Malador, you said you wanted to go off and try to commune with the rider again. Was that right?
I'm gonna try. And then I'm gonna go talk to the witch doctor to see if he can help me.
Okay. The witch doctor was merely mentioned.
No, I
Where
was given a direction.
a direction. Everything is just like that way. Those are the
I-
directions you're given.
Did we learn nothing from talking to the other witch doctor?
Which I plan on stopping by the Adventures Guild first, so I can get that bag quest.
I got you. And then Cammy and Steven, after you guys found your copper, where were you headed in this? Were you going to be following them to the gladiator arena? Were you guys adventuring around the city? You've barely even touched this place. So what would you guys like to do?
I inexplicably look different now, so I'm probably gonna also try and see that witch doctor.
Oh, that is true.
we're
Describe what
standing
they
next to
see
each other.
now
Yeah.
as you
Well,
yes, who they see now.
Steven and Malador would see it. Just a tall, like, picture stereotypical high elf wizard. It's that. She has blonde hair, purple dress, bit revealing, but she doesn't have a lot going on chest-wise. I know that's important to you guys.
Details. Details.
Hair, and she
Details.
has a golden, like, filigree tiara with a red crystal in the middle.
All right.
She
Fantastic.
is taller than Cammy was.
Yes. Didn't I say that you actually came out of the cove looking
Yes.
that way? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I grabbed her by the neck.
That is true. Yes, you did. And
Yep.
I think that's where we ended. Was you had
That
her
is where we ended.
you had her by the throat. So
And
that
then
is
I let
where
go of him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna skate right past that for a second and go to Vidar and Garrison and Yorick as you guys are heading toward the gladiator arena. They did give you a very loose direction, so basically what you had been told in the Blue Heaven by the Emperor himself, Emperor Donham, was that way. That's all he did was just pointed. So you guys were loosely given a direction of exit the tavern and take a right. And that it led you to the row of castles, and then you took another right and it led you to the cove where the supplies were purchased. Basically behind the row where the row of buildings where the where Blue Heaven is, and then there's 50 feet of space, and then there's the cove along with another large line all the way to the entrance wall. I mean, this city it's impossible to put it to scale with words or measurements. It's if you stand at the coves and try to look at the wall that you entered from, you have to like squint to see it. It is a miles. You guys have traveled quite a distance already just being in here. There's another 50-foot path that goes past the castles, which you notice the sixth one. Once that ends, you have a left hook that leads to a path, and then it goes into a cross basically. You continue having the side alleys and more rows and rows of buildings, and then you have a left that goes beyond the castles, and then a straight that just keeps going until you hit another wall. You guys are going to see back here, you had the alchemist and the smithy and all those shops, which was the Cove Alley. And then behind that, you have what looks like more residential buildings. And then behind that, you have another tavern, which give me a minute because I forgot my own name for this. Look, I have not had this city in a game for a long time, so give me a minute. But I know I named that one too. Okay, yes. So you go behind. So it's the one alley was the Cove Alley, and then the next one was just a row of buildings, and then the third one after that, you come across the Shipwright and Sunken Bones Tavern, which is smaller than Blue Heaven. It doesn't have the half giant expansion to it. This one's just for like the normal of the city. However, shout out to Oceans of Greed. This one is more underground pirate themed. And then the elements also begin to change within the city. So you guys have been walking on like really beautiful, like sand, but really beautiful sand, almost like it was like imported, like white sand. Very, very beautiful sand and cobblestone streets, very, very comfortable, even barefoot. And then as you start approaching the sixth castle and you see the Sunken Bones Tavern, the element actually begins to change. It starts to get colder. And you start seeing snow and it starts as just a dusting, and then it becomes more and it becomes more and it becomes more. Immediately the three of you're immediately brought back to Tartarus. How quickly the elements could change, although this looks nothing like it. I mean, at one point you could have your right foot in the snow and you could have your left foot in sand. But even though it's getting colder, it's manageable. Garrison, you don't feel a thing, obviously, but it's manageable, and you're seeing the population change as well. It's going from elves and orcs and dwarves and gnomes and humans and all of those various things to now Leonins and tabaxis, and you're seeing white and blue salamanders that are mainly white and then blue polka dots or blue with white polka dots. You're seeing the races change as you progress. And then once you reach the sixth castle, you look to the left and it continues to expand. Behind, probably 200-300 feet beyond the castle, you see what looks like the left side of a very large tree trunk. And as you look up, probably 200-300 feet in the air, you see a massive canopy that is very alive with a lot of leaves and foliage and thick brush, and the branches intertwine with each other, and you actually see elvish and dwarvish homes built up into the trees. And then little pods that are actually glowing that look a lot like lanterns, but it's just light hanging off the trees. At this point in time, also, I hear the dog. At this point in time, the sun is starting to set.
My ADHD is running. What the hell is that behind you on the wall? Is that like a map? What the fuck?
That?
Yeah, what is that?
That's a really shitty painting.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that normally isn't on my wall. They gave me a room where that's on my wall. There's a tree right there, but and yeah, I mean, that's like my 9-year-old could do that. But anyway, yes. So that is what you guys see. You three immediately you see the Sunken Bones Tavern. You feel the elements beginning to change, and then as you look left beyond the sixth castle, you see that tree. So you do see the tree that they were talking about, and it is about, like I said, it's about 300 feet away from you right now, and it's about 300 feet tall. It is a huge tree. You could fit several of the crook houses in this tree, and it's not only, and it seems to be a lot greener, even on the trunk where the bark should be. The bark actually looks like it has its own root system before the roots even go into the ground. So it's very wavy going around the trunk, and even in its the green it's a very bless you. It's a very deep green, but it is also like pulsing, radiating green. But yes, and then the population around you. So what would you get? What would you guys like to do?
First of all, I'm checking on Zaphirax to make sure that she's okay and she's not being affected by the cold.
Not at all. No. At this point, she's like kind of like a puppy that wants attention. So you're looking down to see if she's okay, and she's wrapped around your leg, like allowing you to walk, but wrapped around your leg to the point where you have to like drag her along, like holding on to you as you're stepping. So you guys notice that Yorick's a little slower than usual because he has this dragon wrapped around his leg. When you stop and you look down to check on her, but Vidar, as you all stop and he looks down to check on the dragon, Darling like fluffs up like fucking like a huge chest, like she's ready to fight.
She's fucking jealous. She's like, I'm the biggest bird here.
And
I'm gonna stroke her little chest and be like, yes you are, very scary.
Yeah, and she just like kind of slowly goes back down with a huff.
She's my big scary girl.
Yorick, as you look down, she just kind of like grabs that that extra piece by the knee on your pants and just starts tugging ever so slightly.
Darling is friend, not food.
Animal handling.
I'm finna make some I'm finna make some dog steaks here in about 3 seconds.
We don't condone animal abuse.
Not on our Christian Minecraft server.
Christian Minecraft.
15.
Okay. She also huffs with the smoke that comes out of the nostrils, but you feel you've got the point across, at least for now.
How many animals are you gonna collect? This is like, don't you have like a rat or something? Or a squirrel,
I have a
isn't it? A
squirrel
rabbit
and
squirrel?
a dragon.
Where is
Yes,
that thing been?
Yes, Hank, the undead squirrel with the bright red eyes, is curled up right here on right between his neck and his shoulder, and shaking and like peeing all over the front of him out of fear.
Just peeing all over the front of
Just
himself.
yeah, it just like
It's
just
okay. It just rolls
this
right
entire
off
interaction.
the rope.
This entire interaction, Darling puffs out, the dragon bites the leg, and then just urine from the squirrel that just comes. It all happens in sequence.
There's so much happening.
I'm very proud of my PC right now. I'm very surprised
Thank
it's able
goodness.
to do that.
It
And
just
it's not
rolls
getting
right
hot
off
either.
the rope.
All right. So what would you guys like to do other than being, urinated on and trying not to let your animals eat each other?
Hey, I'm not urinated on.
Not yet.
As far as you know.
Far
Oh
as you
shit.
This time,
Wait till we get to the
Darling,
I mean,
you're potty trained,
there
right?
is.
flashback to the cranky
Yeah.
yank happened.
She takes a step to the right, and you see a little pellet on your shoulder.
That's the first liquid.
What's the first liquid?
I don't think pellets are liquid.
No. And I don't even know how owls poo. So
No,
Okay.
it's that
It's
poop
pellets.
pee because it comes out of cloaca.
Oh.
The stuff that they can't digest, they do throw up as a pellet.
fair enough.
I know bird.
You know bird, and birds have fur.
What are you
Yeah.
hot?
Don't.
The bird fur.
Really, you
Yes,
know.
birds have fur.
I'm hot gluing the bird fur.
Jamie, pull it up.
All right,
pull it up,
Vidar,
Jamie.
check
Alright.
Darling. Make sure she has fur.
No, she has feathers. But yes, what would you guys like to do now that you have seen another part of the city kind of open up. Garrison, all you're seeing is snow. You're not feeling anything.
Ugh.
But like you're noticing that the races that you saw before are not following you guys into the snowy scape. So once you get into there, the humans come less. The orcs and the elves and everything gets a little bit less or more dressed up. So those races kind of start to dwindle once you get into the cold territory. Or
Why
the
are we
elf-
heading into the cold territory?
Well, remember I told you went into that, and then to the left behind the castle was the tree that you were told about, and just you guys were just walking this way. The direction that you were told to go to find the gladiator arena led you this way.
Gotcha.
You got to go around the castles.
Oh.
Woof.
I mean, at some point, I probably would have stopped and asked anybody. They know where the gladiator arena is.
I can't hear you. Speak louder. I'm kidding. You're good. Well, I mean, it's just kind of like I'm not really gonna like waste time with basic garble, because it's the same kind of answer that you would get from Donham, from anybody. You stop them and you say, hey, do you know where the gladiator arena is? And you'll see about a 3-foot tall, like pure white salamander, like three circular blue spots on the chest, just points to the right, like that way, with just literally that way, and then just carries on with their
Right,
day.
but like, okay, that way, but like, how far? Like, I like follow up. Like, is it a building? Is it underground? Like, what are we looking for here?
Yeah, you'll know when you get there.
I won't, because nobody's telling me.
Told you. That's the mentality in here is basically
It seems to be the mentality everywhere.
like the mentality in this city is basically find it yourself. And yes, it's very very like mirror of what Coast City was, where people were just pointing fingers. But at least in Coast City they gave you names and they gave you distances. Here they just put their fingers up and say go that way. It doesn't seem like they're skittish, it seems like they're friendly, but it seems like they're busy. So they give you like the most basic answer and then take off.
Cool.
Maybe we could like stop one of them, put like a gold piece in their hand, and be like, "Please tell us what the gladiator ring is."
Yeah, why don't you do that, Vidar?
Hey, I just spent so much money getting us both of these weapons. Okay, can you not spare a gold ring to ask somebody a question? A gold piece.
We don't have the weapons with us though.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we have them on us right now.
Why would he give us the weapons if we didn't win? That's the whole point.
No, because he's sponsoring us for it, right? He gave us the weapons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he gave us the weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
You guys were given that equipment. He's sponsoring your battle in the arena.
Yeah, if we win the arena, we keep
if you win it, you get it for free.
Yeah, we're sponsored by him, and we're sponsoring the weapons that he has given us.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I gotta add that to my inventory. Gotcha.
Yep. Sorry for that confusion. Yes,
So
but yeah, he's
then-
they're sponsoring you in the arena, so anything that he gave you, if you like win top, you get it for free, which only one of you can win.
I'm curious, do you guys hear the fireworks?
No.
Yes. Which just makes it even better, because he did say you guys can go in as a group. You guys
If
said
both of us win, we get it at a discounted price.
yes. If you go in as a group and win first prize, it's discounted. If you win singularly, you get it for free. So it's kind of like his way of trying to get you guys to fight each other. but that was the deal for the very hefty price that you guys basically owe on this equipment. He didn't give you a bad deal. But yes, you guys do have that stuff. So. And yeah, you had to put a down payment on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took what we had and then
Yeah, the rest of it was sponsor.
You
yeah.
signed a contract.
Okay, so in the interim, Malador, you said you were going back to the Thieves Guild?
No, first
Or to
I'm
the
gonna talk
Adventurers
in my
Guild?
head real quick.
Okay.
Just see. Hey, asshole, can you hear me? Are you there? Are you gonna talk back, or are you gonna be too much of a pussy?
Damn.
That's
Fucking damn.
so
Cold
you're
words.
I mean you're gonna feel like what feels like the strings on your brain just being tugged to the point where you feel the pain behind your eyes and in your nose and just like in your gum line. Like a lot of pain starts to radiate off your face. Well, that's a really good way to talk to someone. What can I do for you?
I would like you not to, that was, that little trick you did with my mind. Real cute. You hurt me. Wow. Congratulations. But it doesn't seem like you've been hurting anybody else. So, what's the deal with that? I thought you were supposed to be some all-kind god, protector, vengeance monster. Fuck
Well,
off with that.
Well, normally the ones that I am connected to aren't so weak.
Oh, I'm the weak one. Pretty sure last time I used you and you got hit once and went down.
The fact that I was forced to come out to try and keep you alive.
Oh, I didn't force you. Well, you're right. Yeah, you know, I don't ever force you to come out. When I fall like that, I think you come out on your own, but you're just too afraid to say it. I think that you're a little bit of a hypocrite.
Okay.
So, are you gonna man up and help, or?
He stops talking altogether.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's all right, buddy. I'm gonna go find a way to make you talk.
No, I did not get to tell you, Tyler. I will get to you in a minute.
Maldor's gonna look over to Cammy. Hey,
Hey.
I don't like this. You don't look
I
right,
don't
but
either.
yeah, fuck it. We're gonna. Other crew went out that way. I think Steven's over there. A little fucking not Steven fucker. We're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the guild real quick. Go get a quest,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go over to the witch doctor. You wanna come?
Yes, absolutely. Do you think she could help with this shit?
He or she, I'm not quite sure which one it is, but yeah, most likely they know that kind of shit. At least they'll be able to tell you why, maybe.
That's
Let's go talk to not Steven.
okay. Hey, not.
Cammy, give me a wisdom save, please.
Because talking to witch doctors has worked out historically for us.
Of course it has. Come on.
For what? I didn't even have my dice out.
All witch doctors have to be bad, right, Mr. DM?
That's my plus 3. Wisdom save, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
I do have advantage. Yeah, I'll roll, and if they're both bad, then I'll just have... Okay, well. Don't need to do that then. So, 19.
Okay. So, it's not painful. But as you turn around and cup your mouth and say, "Hey, not," an immediate flash of Ellenwyn Crow comes to mind, and you have no idea who this is. but the flash that you see is the moment where you were going into the Royal Guard palace in Salvetti to try and get the amulet on the quest to stop Elenwen.
What amulet?
So you see her, and then you see the palace, and you
But
see
I don't recognize the palace.
and you don't recognize any of it. But it's
What's that smug look on
Wait
your
a second.
face?
What?
What do you? Why
This
do
is
you look?
you? Sorry.
I've seen a lot of shitty faces. You're not one of them.
Thank you.
thanks. I mean, you know,
I've seen a lot of fucked up people, and you're not one of them.
dude. I'm sorry. That reminds me of the movie Spawn. I don't know if you've seen that, where he
That's
was like,
exactly what
"I've
that
seen a lot of faces, Mister. My dad used to work for a mortician."
That's exactly what I was doing. I'm so glad you called that. That's exactly what that was.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Keep going.
it's probably fine.
Most of the time when something weird happens, it's not fine. So let's not keep
That's very true. I am like Peach now.
Exactly. So
Miss
open
Orange.
your damn lips.
Okay, so I saw like
What the fuck?
that was kind of rude.
I
That
am a
comment is brought.
you're
That
a-
comment is brought to you by Adam and Eve's butt plugs. I'm sorry, I had to. Let's derail this entire thing.
God, yeah.
I told you Maldor was gonna be turned to 11 this session.
So, have you ever had like I think it was a memory
Memory.
or a vision that's
all the
not
time.
yours?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
You talk to what?
You
By
just
the
saw me
way,
talking to stuff over there, right? Yeah. talk to him.
by the way, Steven, you are within ear's reach of this conversation. As you're admiring your copper spools, you are within reach of this.
Not Steven, get your stupid ass over here.
Okay, I'll go over there.
That's how it's done.
There you go. As he wanders
Oh,
over.
not Steven. We're gonna go to the Ventures Guild, get a quest, and then we're going to the Witch Doctor. You don't get a choice.
I'm gonna go to the Gladiator Arena.
I don't give a fuck. You're
No,
coming with us.
No, look, listen to this.
Grab by the neck.
But no, listen to this. Vidar and Garrison
I don't
have
care.
these fancy weapons, and
I
they're
don't
really strong.
I don't
And
care.
then I bet a bunch of money on them, and we get rich.
Go on.
You know, I like it.
Go on.
I like it too.
I like
Go on.
I
Go
would at
on.
least have
Why would I give you half? This is my
because I'm
money.
telling you to.
This is my money. Why would I give you half? This is my money.
Here, take this. I'm gonna give him 100 gold. Wait,
Well, listen.
actually,
Listen, you
I'll
did
give
say
him
you
100 gold.
you did say you bet a bunch of money and we get rich. You did use the word we, so
Yes, but he's not doing anything.
I
Vidar and
get you 100
Garrison are
gold.
the ones risking their lives for my financial benefit.
fair enough.
Here, take this. He's handing you 100 gold. Bet it for me. I'm not gonna beat it. Thank you.
add to money.
All right, me and Cammy's gonna split. They went that way.
Is there a little dancing wizard on my D&D Beyond?
Is that's the gay wizard? Leave him alone.
Party mode.
I always have mine in party mode.
Yes, thank you D&D Beyond for the dancing wizard and party mode.
All right, Cammy, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. The Ventures Guild right there. We're gonna
And
start going there.
And Steven, you're gonna scamper off to join them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll swing back to you three.
At least he talked to me this time. But pussy.
So did you guys, after you equip all of your weapons and your armor, did you try to find someone to pay to give you directions, or are you just gonna try to go off on your own?
I'm gonna keep walking for a little bit.
Okay.
Depending on how long
I'm
it takes.
gonna sigh and follow him.
So as you guys, I mean, but what direction are you going? Past the castle, further into the
Where everybody's pointing, I guess. I don't
which,
know.
which would be past the castle.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys make that left turn with your heads down, fuck this place already. And you start making your way beyond the castle. The castle itself is it is pretty expansive. The 300 feet from where you are to where the tree is, about half of that is the castle. And then as you get to the end of it and it opens up again to the left, more to the right, you do see this tree is about 100 feet wide at the base of the trunk. And it doesn't get much thinner as it goes up. At its thinnest, at the highest, it's probably 60, 70 feet wide. And the canopy, it's like a city in itself up there. Again, the branches are thick and they continue to intertwine, and even the branches themselves that come off the tree are 10, 20 feet wide. And they have these very beautiful, intricately like carved and built into it, both Elvish and Dwarvish combined architecture, from like 1-story cottages to 2-story houses to square to oval shape to round. Just it all over inside the tree, from about 200 to 300 feet in the air, everywhere. And you see these stairways that start at the bottom and they spiral up in both directions, and you just see elves and dwarves and like just running up the staircases and then running back down the staircases. You also see very, very well dressed elvish individuals. You would recognize this, York, but of course you guys do as well from traveling with him all the time. Staves and wands and very, very thick robes to kind of battle the elements, and they are just floating and flying up into the tree rather than taking the stairwell. You do see one of them run up to the base of the tree and then just vanish. But there's no purple mist that goes by it. So it's not dimension door. They just blink out of existence. Kind of like in front of the castle when they just popped into existence. Same thing, pop out. They ran up to the base of the tree and popped out. You do also see people in various parts of this 100-foot base of the tree. At certain times, they seem to pop out of the tree and then just walk about their day. Further off to the left of this city-sized tree, off to the left of it, you see remnants of the Blue Heaven, but the giant portion. So huge structures, huge staircases, Blue Heaven was the tavern.
Oh.
Huge staircases that lead up and lead down, and these remind you of Tartarus as well. The staircases that you had to climb down as a team with the rope because they were too big for you guys to climb down. These staircases remind you of that, going up and going down, and it's for, you can see like one-eyed cyclopses, PTSD, and then you see like big burly humanoid figures, but they're 17, 18 feet tall, and they've got bluish haze to their skin, big gray beards, bald head. I mean, carrying clubs on their back that are as tall as you guys are. It's giant territory. So that's off to the left, and you see them just roaming around. your baby starts to make some noise down there and starts to pull on that part of your pants a lot more because you start hearing screeching and see other dragons fly overhead. A red one just soars through the sky. A blue one soars through the sky. And as you guys look up, you just see them like Valkyrie. They're just doing dances up there, all various kinds. You look off to the right of the tree and you see the ground is no longer like off to the right of the tree. The giant's one, probably 200-300 feet off of the 100-foot base tree, then it's the tree. And then off to the other side, the same distance, the ground becomes scorched and literally and seems like it's constantly on fire. And you see like black gravel pathways that look almost like pits that have just been dug into the ground. And you immediately, Vidar and
Yep.
Yorick, from your adventuring days, you guys see Dragonborn just
Oh,
wandering
shit.
around with fire salamanders. When I told you guys that there were races here that you either hadn't seen or just read about or barely saw, they are everywhere. So off to the left of the tree is Giants territory. Off to the right is Dragonborn, Fire Salamanders, Scorched Plains. Behind you is Frost, and then you guys just went through normal desert. It's all over the place.
It
It's just
seems like it's a big melding pot of all different
Pretty much,
kinds
yeah.
of races.
but also through here, just like you saw at the very beginning, there's a sub race of tieflings. You see those giants over there with purple tones to their skin and horns, and the dragonborn and some of the salamanders that you've seen are remnants of tiefling. So, and Yorick, without even having to roll, you've read about this before, that emperors kind of like Genghis Khan. They pull a Genghis Khan.
So he's a, so they're tiefling mixed dragonborn.
Yes.
That's cool.
Basically what you're able to deduce from what you've read about this kind of thing before, someone goes in, they either take over or they conquer a territory, and then in layman's terms, they become a whore. So a lot of these are probably the emperor's children.
That's cool. That's right. You did say you had like 1 billion children.
Sidebar, when I finished with that character, I had written down 300 children.
Damn.
I stopped writing after that.
Hmm.
And I don't mean I just had them written down. I had them named. I had the races chosen. I had what their occupation was going to be when they got older.
We'll probably see a bunch of them.
I had a shitload.
So those are probably all main characters, at least the ones you have named.
No,
At least
I
some.
don't have 300 named characters or 300 main characters. That's too much. You guys are the main characters. And there's enough of you to deal with. I don't need more.
I meant plot point characters, not like
yeah.
main characters.
But yes, that is through your like reading and history, that is what you're able to deduce. Is that the sub race of tiefling probably all belong to the emperor in some form or another. You did also overhear him mention, or overhear them mention, the guards especially, that there are no more purple tieflings. This one. So, but yes, I take it you guys just continue to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Vidar, I need animal handling from you, and Yorick as well, please.
Animal handling.
Mm-hmm. From both of you.
Bird's gonna
They
get
want to eat each other.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Can I get advantage on this because she's my bird?
Not in this situation.
I got a 21.
Okay. So, Darling fluffs and shoots straight up into the sky.
Lovely.
and starts her spiral pattern, like along with the just horde of dancing dragons that are up in the sky. You guys also do see black dragon, and I mean these are from wormlings to teenagers to adults. The adults aren't as there is not as much. I would say in a sky filled with them, you might see 2 or 3, but they're from silver. There's a silver dragon, a white dragon, and an adult black dragon, like the one you fought on Gladys, that are in the air. And then the rest are wormlings and teenagers, but they're crystal dragons. They're blue, they're red, they're green. And it's not like the sky is filled. You can still see the sky. There's just a lot of them. There's probably 30, 40 of them up there that are just putting on a show. So she doesn't move. You feel her want to move. She continues to like pull on your pant leg, but
I'm gonna kneel down to her level. I'm just gonna be like, you can go play, but listen for
gone. You say you can go play, and she just gone. But listen for.
She's not coming back.
She's gone. She's up in the air.
Well, that went over just about as well as I thought it would.
All right. So y'all continue to move. It seems like it takes you guys forever to get around this tree. Where you are right now, in order to if you went around to the left toward the giants territory, I mean it would take you a good minute to get all the way around it. Even where you are right now, if you curve around the right side, which at this point is the shorter one for you, it's still a good 20-30 feet before you even start to round the side of the tree. And as you go around it again, the territory just opens up into more shit back here. You start seeing like these weird like mud and clay and straw huts and like brick and mortar, and coming out of them you see bear folk coming out of them. You see pandas coming out of them. And again, remnants of purple tiefling. Just, like the races in here are expansive. A melting pot is the best way to put it. It is all over the place. As you guys are walking through this new territory, the temperature goes back to pretty much normal. You've got the giant, you got the cold and then the hot and then the giant. It kind of goes back to normal, and then it starts getting into like very humid, like jungle fever temperature, where you even in the scorched plain where the ground is literally on fire in most places, you're not seeing the haze of the heat rising. It's just scorched plains. Here you start seeing like desert where the heat's rising up and you can actually see the temperature in the sky. Things start to blur out. But it doesn't turn into a jungle. It just starts feeling like a jungle. It starts feeling like that humid, fresh after a rain in Florida. Humid. You can feel the water on your skin the moment you start walking into this area. After about a half an hour more of walking through this, the sun has now, it's now about 5 to 10 minutes from setting completely, which Garrison, you now feel perfectly at home. But off to, and with your dark vision also, actually I think all of you have it. Anyway, off to the right a good half mile, you guys see, oh, well, Garrison, you would recognize this, and actually, yeah, Garrison, you would definitely recognize this. You see a Coliseum. Like, again, PTSD. But just boom, oh, look, another one. Only you're not, being forced to play in this one. This was voluntary. But you guys do see it.
Oh, sweet. There it is.
There it is. And it is like Rome Colosseum. It's 7 stories high, and you can't see where the left and the right end, where they start to curve. So you guys are just these like normal 6-foot figures standing at the base of this thing. You're not at the door. You don't see the door at all on this wall. You look to the left and the right, and it just doesn't. You can't see the end of either of them. And as you look up, it's 7 stories, about 75, 80 feet in the air. So it's like breaking your neck to look up at the top of it. But as you get closer to it, even though the sun is just about to set, you guys can hear it is loud, echoing in there. There are cheers, and you can hear the swords clanging together, and you hear horses. You hear explosions. You see fireworks going off into the air. You can just hear, like, you can not only hear, like, it's almost like the walls are what's cheering. That's how loud this is. The closer you get to it, you can feel the echoes through the walls. Like, if they could bow from the sound, they would. It is loud. But yes, this is what you've been looking for. You guys are all exhausted, by the way, except for Garrison, but you do need to rest at least. Just letting you know. It is at that point where if you continue to stay awake, it'll be a point of exhaustion. You are at that point.
Go eat then.
Do what?
Let's go nine. Let's go nine
I
night.
have some copper I need to use.
You have some copper.
I'm gonna go find a place to lay down.
Okay.
Yorick, you remember what tomorrow is, right?
You're
Yeah.
not there.
What's tomorrow?
Unfortunately,
Not there.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Hey, we don't have pigeons here.
metagaming pigeons.
We have dragons. No metagaming pigeons.
no,
I'll have to
I
shoot
know.
it down. I'll make the dragon eat it.
She probably would eat it then.
You probably would eat it. All right. You do recall there being rooms to stay at the Adventurers Guild, at the Blue Heaven, and then there's the rows of residential that you guys saw in between the business buildings. You
Breaks
could
into a
try.
rent house.
Yeah. Just break in. I need a place to sleep.
I don't know who you are. Get out of my house.
You have a couch.
Need bed and TV.
You could try the Sunken Bones Tavern, even though you guys didn't go in, you just walked by. So there are places that you are aware of that have rooms, which is the Adventurers Guild and Blue Heaven, because you've seen them. But other than that, you can look around if you choose to. Vidar Darling does come back,
Lovely.
and she has a worm in her beak the size of your hand,
Hell yeah.
and is just mowing on it as it just like
Under.
as it
Down.
opens up and like froths and like disintegrates all over your shoulder. She's just
That's my girl.
tearing the damn thing apart as you're getting splattered on your face a little bit.
I let it happen. I'm used to it.
Okay. Place near the Colosseum. I mean, you can make a perception check if you'd like. If you don't want to go to the ones that you know of, you can make a perception check if you'd like. There. Oh, I know. I got you. Hey, you can use the live chat in.
Yeah, they can see that.
You can use the live chat in YouTube if you want to put it there.
Yeah,
there, Mr. Garrison.
They can see that
Can't
when
see
that
it.
pops up in the bottom right, by the way.
Oh, I know. I know
So
they can.
they'll know what he's saying.
I know. When this is recorded, it's everything. Yorick, I need a dex save.
Oh, jeez.
Dragon's gonna crush him.
Dragon incoming.
Yeah.
Strength save.
No, dex.
Yeah, no, I am. Oh,
Dex.
Dex. I'm definitely gonna get mowed over. 11.
Okay, now I need the strength save.
I'm gonna use a different dice because that's the dice that screwed me over last night.
Natural 1. 24 perception check.
Perfection.
Hell yeah.
19.
Okay. So Vidar, right next to you, and actually Garrison right next to you as you turn around and you're kind of scoping for somewhere to lay down. You see Darling, your 24 perception. You see Darling land on his shoulder with this massive worm and just start to rip it apart as the guts of it kind of splatter in all directions. And you're going, what's a good place to sleep? And then this fucking just black dragon whips down and just grabs Yorick from underneath like a horse, just fucking ramming underneath his legs, and he is able to somehow grab on and hold on as she just whips up into the air like a roller coaster, and just Yorick, you're just off into the air. You're just torn onto her back as you're also going, it's sleepy
Well-
time. Oh shit, and you're gone. You're just up into the air.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Garrison, you do immediately notice that there are, oddly enough, there are places within the bear and panda territory and on the tree that are being rented, so to speak, as places to sleep. So that is up to you. Well, yeah, I know. You just got whipped up into the air by a dragon. Of course you're gonna have to go to the bathroom. I didn't see that.
He
Next
wants
one.
to go to the tree with everyone.
Yep, gotcha. Vidar, where are you? Garrison's just gonna start walking toward the tree. I'm pretty sure he mentions it to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the same thing.
I'm gonna follow as well.
Oh, you're not there yet.
Oh, I haven't made it there yet. All right.
Nope. You would not have made it there yet. At this point in time, you would have probably made it to, well, actually, yeah, because you were beelining it. So yeah, I would say as they're approaching the tree from like your right, they're approaching one part of the tree, you are approaching the tree.
All right. So I'll head in there with him.
So it's a strictly well, actually no, it's in one of the Elvish and Dwarvish like architecture mixtures. It's very, very like mahogany wood. It's very beautifully crafted, and there's just designs of like animals over here and like nature based, which is the elf, and then bloodshed and gore and battle over here, which is the Dwarvish. But yeah, you guys are led in. The resident in there speaks in Elvish, which I'm pretty sure all three of you understand.
Let me check. Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah, you do, and Garrison does. I know that, and I believe Vidar does as well.
Mhm.
But like, just the three of you. It's a like elder Elvish woman, old by Elvish standards, which if I don't know if any of your characters know anything about elves, but just looks like an elderly Elvish woman, kind of like hunchback. Probably would be about 5 feet tall if she was standing up straight. used to have long, thick hair, but it's kind of like thinning, and she's balding at the top. Just the three of you, as her
Yep.
hands are kind of like shaking. That's
Yeah.
1 silver apiece.
I got this, guys. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Motherfucker's about to
Real
use my
Steven.
gold to pay for it.
And she just points you over to 3, and they're not elegant they're beds, but she just points you over to them. They're like cotton polyester straw kind of mixed together and woven together. They're comfortable, but they're not, Hilton. They're just beds. They're just places for you to sleep. You guys are also going to, and again, Coast City Crook House PTSD. You guys are going to see little yellow and green fairies buzzing around the inside of the building, just moving random things. Like as you go to lay down in the bed, 2 of them actually take the blanket and pull it over you.
Have we ever thought to like catch them in a jar and take them with us?
Well, you did,
can't.
and then one of them blew himself up with a fireball.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, that guy was fucking weird.
That was such a drag.
That would be kidnapping.
That would be kidnapping.
That would be kidnapping.
It'd be fairy napping. But yeah, it's like if you guys offload your equipment, they literally, like the fairies literally come by with an extra blanket and like wrap it up for you and tuck it underneath the bed. Like they take care of all of it. Yorick, you are spun around up in the air, about a half mile into the sky, doing just these crazy acrobatic tricks with your dragon and all these other ones before you are eventually brought down to the base of the tree. And you have no idea where these guys went. And on that note, we're going to switch. Cammy and Malador, you guys were going over to the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, we're gonna run over there real quick.
Okay. So, yes. You make it over there, no problem.
I'm gonna walk in and see, what do I see?
So, by the time you guys were done all of the store shenanigans and figuring out where you were going, it was getting late even when you entered the city the first time. So as you are approaching the Adventurers Guild, and like the doors are still open, but as you are going in, you see people that are now like putting paperwork into boxes and stacking the boxes in a back room, a room with doors that were open that were not open before. You didn't even know that this was a room. Pretty much right behind each table
What's in that
is
room?
boxes.
Okay.
Boxes and
Sure.
what looks like bookshelves and shit that it goes up. Like the dirty room in the Royal Guard Palace.
Yeah.
How I described that one, how it was kind of instead of falling apart though, and
actually
it's very clean. It's very tactfully put there, but it's just storage.
Okay.
But you see them starting to like roll up scrolls and put them in boxes and put the covers on the boxes and seal the boxes and then put them into the room.
Wait!
And, like,
I'm here
clean
for a
off the
quest.
table. Which one are you talking to?
Anybody, he says it out loud.
Just screaming it to the room.
What did you
He says-
say?
Wait! I need a quest, it's urgent.
We're closing down for the night, man. Come back in the morning.
Can you just give it to me real quick? I'll be out of here in seconds. And then I need to ask one question.
I don't even have one. I don't even have one open.
I'll give you 3 gold. $5 gold.
I love how we immediately
10 gold.
resort to paying.
Yeah.
Fine.
Thank you.
Just anything?
No, I'm looking for the bag quest. The one that nobody's come back from.
Oh, that's not even mine. That's theirs, and they're gonna point behind them at the thieves
I'm
table.
so sorry.
And there's no one at the thieves table. They're both already like in the back cubby storing shit and like sealing it all up and
Oh.
shutting the double doors as this guy points to them. And simultaneously, these two humans that you saw before in the thieves' armor, just the studded leather to leather that's made to move silently, they shut these doors at the same time, and they just.
I'm sorry. I'm late. It's been a rough day. Just got signed in.
Look, pay that guy the 10 gold for wasting his time, and I'll be right back.
I'm on it.
And one of them just slams the door open, like, God damn it, why can't people get here on time? Where the hell did I pack this damn thing? And you see the other one, because they were both human females. You see, and they're both short hair. One of them has one of them's like dark ginger, and the other one's just straight black hair. The black hair one is just looking at the other one like, well, you know, the doors are still open. Shut up. You just ripping boxes apart. The bag one.
Yeah, the one no one's lived from.
Everyone wants the bag one. And just
Except
picks it up out of the.
Be different.
Picks it up out of the box, brings it over to the table, and you can see like she's kind of struggling to lift this one.
I'll
it
help
looks
her.
like it's just a normal scroll, but like she's like it's a normal scroll about that big and about just a normal scroll. Looks like it's parchment paper, but she's like struggling to lift it, and comes over to the table and sets it down. Here.
I appreciate it.
I'm going home now, and they shut the door again.
I'm gonna pick up it and look at it.
And you hear the one that you paid the 10 gold to. No, he said he had a question. Shut up! I'm going home.
I'll ask you here in a second.
And well, no, the one that said wait, he has a question was like making their way out the door, like that guy in the back that goes, wait, he said he had a question. Or like the fucking student that reminds the teacher that they have homework. That one, just you hear the voice. Didn't you say there was going to be a quiz today? That one, yeah.
No.
So you hear the voice as they're going out the door. Wait, he said he had a question. Shut up! I'm going home. And they just circle around the table and exit.
It's fine. There's nobody in there now, right?
No. Like as they exit the building, they're like, "Come on, man, or we're gonna lock you in."
Yeah. I'm gonna walk out. And I'm gonna look.
Just gonna let Cammy get locked in the building.
Well, I figured Cammy was following.
While he's doing all of the shit with bouncing between people and like looking for this thing, can I just like pull someone aside and go like, hey, say I entered the city as a different person, but now I'm an elf. Do I need to re-register? I don't want to be here illegally.
Well, there's only the 3 people in here, so which one do you ask?
Probably the guy that he gave the 10 gold to.
Okay, so as he goes off, before they yell to have him go pay him, we'll start you right there. Wait, what? Repeat that as he's like ruffling through things.
So I was an orange tiefling, and now I'm like a skin-colored elf.
So you're a changeling.
I'm a what?
You can change into multiple races.
No, this wasn't intentional. I was a tiefling.
But you're still you just look different.
Yes. And I don't know how this happened.
That's called a changeling. We have a few of them here. Listen, if you're that confused, and he reaches into his bag and pulls out kind of like an address of where the library would be. It says Clarolondo Empire Library, and hands it to you. Go there in the morning. Do some research.
But I'm a tiefling. Also, I can't read.
Hey, pay that guy his 10 gold because he helped you. Look, I'm getting paid for my help with him, so
that's fair.
I'm gonna do this and go home.
I'm gonna have to have someone else read this. I walk away.
All right. So yes,
when we walk out, I need to ask my question.
To who?
To anybody. The one guy that was locking the door.
Oh, yeah, it's the 2 women locking the door.
Women, my bad.
Okay.
Hey, which way is the witch doctor? I was told a direction, but not very good directions.
Yeah, because right now you'd be right across from Blue Heaven.
Mhm.
So they're facing the building. Your back is to the building. So they
Mhm.
point to your right, which is their left. They say that way.
Okay.
You gotta go toward the roller coasters and the like weird carnival attraction shit that they have over there, and
Yeah.
you might run into a couple minotaurs. I don't know what they have over there, but that way.
Okay. Thank you. Cammy.
Ah,
See, I told you. That's how they give directions. That way.
What did you find out? Anything?
he gave me the address to the library, I think. Can you read this?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% on it.
Yeah, it says Claralondo Empire Library. It's just a little index card.
Oh.
Yeah. It just says Claralondo Empire Library.
Does it have an address?
To say directions.
No, that's just what
What
it
the
says.
fuck?
I'm just gonna repeat
Claralondo
in front of her.
Empire Library.
It literally just said the name.
Oh.
Literally, all it said was the name.
What?
So
The-
we will find that in the morning. We should get headed to the witch doctor.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Cammy, what is your passive perception?
Not great. How do you calculate that?
I actually don't know.
Passive perception.
Ooh.
Isn't it just
It
plus
should
your
be-
modifier?
It should be
10
right
plus
under
all
senses
modifiers.
on
I
Yeah,
don't have
Beyond.
a D&D Beyond sheet accurately done. That was a
Oh.
placeholder. So if it's just all of my wisdom,
Yep, adding
Shit,
10
just
plus
11.
your character's wisdom modifier. Okay. Just for shits and giggles, give me a perception check.
okay. Forget some jiggles. That's a 5 plus 1, so 6.
Never mind.
Okay. That's
So
normal.
you just. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I try and
So you
walk healthily.
As we're
Okay.
walking, I'm looking at that quest scroll.
I mean, like it feels heavy even to you.
Yeah.
As you open it, the more you open it, the lighter it gets.
Okay, cool.
But it's just regular parchment paper.
What does it say? Or is it in a language I can read?
What languages can you read? Or what languages do you know, I should say?
I know Common, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant, which it should be in Thieves' Cant, right? Because I got it from the thief guy.
Nope. It is not.
Is it not in? I can't read it. I'm gonna
Nope.
turn it around. Can you read this?
I
What
can't
languages-
read good.
What language? I don't speak good. What languages do you know?
Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Nope.
Well, fuck.
It says garble garble blah blah crap.
I'm gonna
squiggly,
maybe
squiggly.
I can ask Garrison when we see him next time. It's probably
Squiggly,
something we all
squiggly,
should do together anyway.
Squiggly, squiggly, more
Seeming
squiggly.
that anyone that's went on that mission has died. So
Oh, squiggly line.
Oh, squiggly line. Oh,
thanks for
squiggly
trying.
line. And at this time, as you guys are making your way toward that direction where they showed you, you can see the massive roller coasters that caught your eye as you guys were flying in before. Everything is shut down. All of the music is stopped. The lights are turned off. And the sun is going down. So you can assume from this that everything is starting to quiet down for the night. Even a place
gonna
like
keep
this
trucking.
seems to sleep. It's not like New York.
Yeah.
Everywhere around here seems to shut down. You do immediately notice, even without your passive perception, is those cannons and ballistas that were propped up on the walls as you guys were flying in that weren't manned. They were just up on the walls. Those start to actually glow
it's because they do it on their own.
in various areas. Just a nice dim
Magic.
a nice dim but white glow around each one of them.
Does that remind Malador of Verlictus's defenses? Like the prison type kind of vibe?
No, because theirs didn't glow.
Right. But
They-
it's still
the-
kind of similar.
The machinery and the way they're propped, yes, but those didn't glow.
Yeah.
Even with your small encounter with Ver, even though he was able to hurt, hurt them from a distance, he didn't. You weren't able to see if he was able to do that or not. But yeah, they had those kind of defenses. They just didn't glow.
This is basically a prison.
Yes, you do. Yes, but they do glow, and it's like the runway at an airport, but they're lined up along the wall. And they do provide light, believe it or not. Even though it's dim, it kind of gives you a beacon to look at, like, oh, that's the wall, so you don't face plant it, because everything else underneath it and around it just becomes like pitch black.
Cammy, I'm gonna keep walking. I don't know if you're tired, but
I mean, I'm a little tired, so
Every place we've
Yes,
gone to has
but, like-
basically been a prison.
Then I say we skip the sleep for tonight, and we sleep
No,
after
no,
we figure
see.
out things.
No, see, not every place has basically been a prison. Every place you've gone to, one or more of you have done dumb shit and turned it into a prison.
Malador.
that's believable.
Fuck you.
No, every single place you guys have been to could have been peaceful from the get-go. But the first thing you do when you get there is punch someone or steal something.
I
Okay,
can't help
you-
my impulsive
You
action.
is a crazy accusation, okay? There's only one of us who does this shit.
I cannot help my impulsive reaction.
We have things that can try to help from that. Like I could blood curse him, and then Garrison could tackle him. It's just nobody says we can do these things because as soon as we walk in, bro's already rolling.
So,
I could just put him in my book.
so Chris,
You could
yeah.
put Malador in a book.
So, Christian, before we started the game, I asked him about the Oceans of Greed, why his characters are always obsessed with fire.
Pyromaniac.
Every character he plays is fire. He's got a Ghost Rider. He was a pyromaniac pirate. Like, why is everything fire? But anyway.
Fire's fun, and it does a lot of damage.
But yes, you guys will after again in the dark. Do you guys both have dark vision? Yeah.
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 Okay. You're noticing around here that there aren't streetlights. There's no globules that are floating around to give the streetlight. There's no lanterns off the outsides of the buildings. It's just it's pitch black. So without your dark vision, you wouldn't see shit. And as you're approaching the carnival and the roller coasters and the city wall, you see the front entrance is now closed. So they don't invite people in at night, and it doesn't seem like a whole lot of people leave at night. They've either left prior or they're just gonna wait till morning to leave. But the front gate does close. There's no guards
so
posted.
far that the gate that we have to leave the gate to get to the witch doctor's house.
No. No.
Okay.
That's the part of the city you're approaching to get where you were
Okay.
told to go. You guys are still on
Okay.
the main street.
I was
The one
just
that
wondering
leads
because you
to
were
the front
saying
gate.
about the gate.
You're just
being
seeing the front gate is closed.
closed. Okay.
Which when you approached, it was open and it was basically saying, "Come on in," whatever, and you saw people pouring in and out. It is now closed. There's no guards posted. It's just the gates closed.
Right.
Off to your right is the carnival ride and the giant fucking roller coaster, or at least part of it is there. You have to go behind this row of buildings to get to the actual carnival, but I mean it's a
Got you,
carnival
okay.
picture like a
I was
county
just a little
fair.
confused because you
It's
said
all
about
over the
place. Plays.
You guys also see what looks like a small collection, like a little hedge but in like a weird design, and then there's a hole on the ground that leads further down that you can't see very well because it's already dark outside. Which they did tell you. They actually they did mention to you that there was a hedge maze here,
No.
an underground hedge maze. They did
No.
mention that when you guys
No.
first got here.
No.
Make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
Both of
Well,
us?
either one of you with advantage or both of you separate.
Just do both because I have advantage anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a natural 20. so
Nice. I have a high one too, like 16 plus 5, so that's a
21.
21, yeah.
Okay. So natural 20 and a dirty 20. All right, fantastic. So as you guys are scoping around the carnival, you are both able to avoid falling into this hole that is near the hedge maze.
Great. I love that. I'm so glad for us.
There is no railing. As you look down, there it does look like a couple of steps that lead down, but there's nothing roping it off. Just like if you weren't paying attention, you could have just fallen right in there, and then boom, you're in this hedge maze or whatever the hell it is. It just goes down. Malador, you immediately see off to the right of this carnival.
Madame Farrar?
Huh?
Madame Farrar? Question mark? Since we've been walking through that carnival, I haven't seen any tents like that. Okay.
No.
Because he definitely would have been keeping an eye out for that.
I know what you were looking for. You do see what looks like one of those like vendors, like the meat stands or like the hot dog stands, stuff like that. You do see one of those on like two giant cinder blocks that are circular like wheels, and then dangling off of these two wooden bars is like a dozen sunken heads that are just wisping around in the wind, and like, what is that called, the pendulum,
Yeah.
where they do this shit.
Yeah.
So they're just wisping around, and they all look relatively the same. There's 12 of them. About 8 of them have the black long wispy hair that covers the face. One of them's blonde, one of them's redhead, but they're all
Malador's
sunken
going
head.
to that stand.
And then behind that, Malador, is a very familiar sight of an old, decrepit, one-story with a porch building.
Is it the exact Elwyn Crow house?
It looks like it.
God fucking damn it. Alright, I'm going to the cart first. I want the head.
The cart is resting about 10 feet from the front porch.
Okay, yeah, I'm going.
Okay, so as you, Cammy, do you follow him?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so as you guys approach, hey, we have company. We have company.
Yes.
What the fuck? Why are you talking? I'm tired. Go back to. Hey, shut up. We have company. I love company. And the redheaded one opens up, and it's
so cool.
And it's these like pure white, no irises, just pure white eyeballs.
That's so cool.
And as it's talking, it has no teeth. It's just a hole in its face, but it's like this like bright red just snarled up hair. The head is about this big. The hair is long enough to go down below its chin, and then it's parted in the middle and just scraggly in the back and knotted up. There's only 2 that seem to be talking, the redhead one, and then one of the ones on the end with black hair that's complaining about it talking. But it opens up its eyes. Red, I like red. Hey,
do
he's
a lot
red.
Of cool things,
He's
but
red.
it's not working.
As it just continues flip flopping around to the point where
Grab.
now, yeah, it started winding around the one next to it. So now, like, as you grab the string, you've got the redhead and one of the black haired ones that are right next to it. That one's
Hey.
not talking.
Hey, numbskulls! I'm looking for the witch doctor.
He's looking for the witch doctor. He's looking for the witch doctor.
I'm gonna burn the
He's looking for the witch doctor. He's looking for the witch doctor.
What the fuck?
I love it.
Can I
Are you
buy
look-
you?
I'm looking for the witch doctor too. You're looking for the witch? Are you looking for the witch? Like looks right at you, Cammy. Like bores into your soul with these
What
weird
the
white
fuck
eyes.
are
Are you looking
you?
for the witch doctor too?
Okay, Cammy.
And just and as you're holding the string, it just like spins itself around.
Cammy, I don't think they're gonna help us. Let's go inside.
And just breaking and enter?
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. You said you were gonna buy me. You said you were gonna buy me. Buy me. I want the witch doctor. I want the witch doctor. You need to buy me. Come on, buy me. Get me off the string.
on.
I want to buy me. Buy me.
How much?
I don't know.
All right, then you're mine. I'm taking him.
Okay. You
I'm
just
gonna
pull him
clip
off the
to my
string.
belt.
I don't want to be
You just pull it
complicit
off
in
the string?
this.
Yeah.
You clip it to your belt. Okay.
Yes.
man.
He is a friend now. All right, little guy, you ready?
Never been on a belt before.
Your name is Mimir. All right.
Mimir.
Yep, Mimir.
Mimir.
All right, Cammy, let's go. He's gonna walk
Okay.
inside.
We're all
You smell
collecting
funny.
pets now.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
I walk in after him.
You go up onto the porch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like looks exactly the same.
I was. Just
So as you're going up the stairs, the stairs squeak. The third one feels like it's going to fall in. The porch feels very weak and just like thrown together with like chopped wood. But it doesn't open.
Oh, it doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's. It doesn't open if I try.
It turn it. It doesn't move. It's locked.
Okay. I'm just gonna pick the lock.
Well, she's probably not home, so I think we should probably just go.
Shut up, Cammy.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay.
It's a It's a sleight of hand check, right?
Yeah, it's sleight of hand.
With your yes. You add your modifier because you're proficient with the tools.
Dirty
I'm
20.
no expert when it comes to magic and wizards or anything, but like
I-
this sounds like a really good way to get cursed.
Fifth level bestow curse when you pick a lock.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first it won't be the first curse Malador already has.
You're picking a lock to a witch doctor house.
Okay. You said a dirty 20?
Yep.
Okay. You successfully pick the lock, turn the handle. And as you're pushing in the door, a thin green ray springs out from inside the building. I need a dexterity saving throw
Fuck.
From him
Okay.
or both of us?
from him.
Okay.
Saving throw? I can
Yep.
see this, right?
Give me
So
a
I get-
perception. Give me a perception
Okay.
check because it's a trap.
Because he would already have known about the trap. That's
No,
that-
you
I-
did not. You did not check
Did
for
not.
traps,
You right.
sir.
You right. I rolled a 16 on the die plus my 5, so that's a 21
21.
for
Okay.
perception.
Yes.
Okay. $16.
That is a fail. Fuck. Okay. Give me a second. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to break my dice out today.
Well, guess what? Of course it was me that made you do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who saw this coming?
Who saw this
Just
coming?
about
Who-
everybody.
Who could have possibly seen this coming? All right. Well, let's see. I need more.
I can't believe
More? I don't want more.
I'm into this.
Okay, that's 4,
Ugh.
5, 6, 7, 8.
What must be?
I
You
need more.
probably should have.
I should have given you the 14. What was your roll that you got? I know you got it. You got a total of 16.
Yeah. +1, so it would have been a 15.
Okay, so that's
Fuck.
Yeah, my dex isn't the greatest.
I thought it would be. Well, better and all that.
okay.
And
I
a
dumped
rogue.
it into strength.
Idiot.
That is
Oh, for goodness.
Idiot.
You
20,
been taking feats? Stop that.
30,
Dummy.
I'm over here
35.
footless.
Okay, that is that. So that's 40. Okay, so you take 80 points of force damage
Oh my god.
as the disintegrate spell
Yeah.
laced into a trap
Oh my god.
Finn
shoots
Ray
out
heard
the
it.
door
Knew
and
it.
hits you square in the chest. And Cammy, you standing next to him, watch Malador just get blown onto his back 20 feet off the porch and bashes into one of the other carnival hot dog stands and takes it right to the ground with him, just destroys the whole fucking. As this little green beam hits him square in the chest, spreads up to his shoulders, and just blows him 20 feet off the porch.
I'm sorry, and I run away.
You do understand. You do understand. If that did 6 more, you'd be dead.
Not
the
full dead, I'd be down.
You'd be
really?
dead. The disintegrate spell, if it takes you to 0, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Dang.
disintegrate.
You're dead.
Yeah,
Dang.
like
6
can we
more
just-
points.
Can we
I
just
heard Finn Green
how,
being-
how much gold do I need to give you to tack on 3 extra points for that? Just for shits and giggles.
Fuck you.
No, it needs 6 to kill him.
Technically 4, I'm at 4 health.
It did 80 points of force damage. Yeah,
Wait,
so
is Cammy dead?
No,
No, she didn't get hit.
no
fine.
one's
Okay.
dead. We're good.
no,
Really
disintegrate's
hurt.
not an AoE. Disintegrate's not an AoE,
It's a
thankfully.
beam.
It's a one target. Plus it was a trap. Traps can't be AoE.
I heard that green beam, and I was like, please don't be what I think it was, and then it was. So.
What, you heard that I needed 10 dice to roll?
No, I heard the thin green beam, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yep.
He's cooked, chat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
After
I'm
the
running
chat.
away from the house.
I mean, sorry, you didn't check for traps.
You right.
You just unlocked it.
You right.
I'm going, please don't. Please don't.
it's not like the very thing that I was saying was gonna happen.
Malador's gonna crawl up off the ground.
Holy shit, are you okay? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. And fuck. Okay, 1 second. Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna pull out 2 red crystals and just shove them in my mouth.
What the fuck? Oh, don't.
Crunchy.
How much?
Yeah.
I don't remember how much those heal.
I want to say those were 3d8.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I know we keep forgetting. I haven't written it down anywhere, but
Yeah,
I think 3d8's
it's
what
okay.
I keep. 3d8's what I keep repeating, so we're just gonna say that.
At this point, it's 38.
At this point, it's 3d8.
I have bird hair in my nose.
That was fucking horrible.
You, Malador, are gonna hear a very maniacal laugh from the inside of your head.
Ah, fucking course I do. From who?
Who do you think?
Okay.
Cammy.
Well, I was worried it was. I was
I got
worried
this
it was.
message.
Oh, you were worried it was Ellenwyn. No.
Yeah.
like a told you so, told
Yeah.
you were weak. Yeah,
Damn.
you hear him laughing in your head.
No, it's just Cammy saying that you're weak.
Hearing that, Malvin's like, I'm pretty sure I'm still living, motherfucker. So I got one up on you.
I didn't say anything.
Not you. I'm talking to voices.
Oh.
Like, hey, I was just standing here, man. I didn't say anything.
I feel like every word the little head is also repeating.
Yes,
Every word. I
every
say.
word.
Oh, great.
I
He's
wasn't,
got an
I
echo
wasn't
now.
talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, I'm getting. Fucking wipe this. What the fuck is this? Wipe this shit off of
What
me.
the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the? I gotta wipe this off. Gotta wipe this off.
All right, Cammy, let's
Ouch,
go
ouch,
inside.
ouch, ouch.
We're going inside?
We're going
Yeah,
inside.
First, we're going inside. Come on.
Oh. I go with it.
What the hell is that?
Doing this safely now. No more fucking traps.
Peer pressure is a real thing.
Peer pressure is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Especially if his name is Malador Isafar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So after, actually, I think the 4 of you went to bed, right?
Yes. Because you said if we don't go to bed, we're going to be tired.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yorick, what are you doing? I can ask you
Well-
because by the time you landed, you didn't see any of them. So I can actually swing and ask you what you're doing before I continue with them.
I'm gonna find the closest place to the Colosseum that I can to rest.
Fuck! I could have
Okay.
used my time ring to get out of that.
Your passive stupid high, so I don't have to have you roll. But the same thing that I described to Garrison is you see the straw huts with the bears and pandas are, and you see a couple of the houses on the tree. Oh, keep in mind, guys, when you went up to those houses, you had to climb the staircases because there's none on the bottom of the tree. So you guys had to climb those stairs. I mean, Garrison, you could have flown, but
BRB.
you guys had to go up about 200 feet to reach the first one. So you're at least 200 feet in the air. Like sleeping on a bed that is suspended in the air on this tree. But yes, Yorick, you see the bear huts that are on the ground, and then you also notice that there are a couple of places up in the tree that are, for lack of a better term, being used for rent. Like part-time apartments.
Well, unfortunately for me, I'm a little strapped for money right now.
Well, I mean, you could always offer your body. That's an option too.
No, because then that causes problems.
Angry big spoon noises.
Hey, we didn't get our nostril shot. Speaking of angry big spoon, where's our traditional nostril shot?
Oh,
I mean,
I'll have to
like
get a camera for that.
You're like two. Oh, did that one finally shit the bed?
Yeah, it shit the bed.
I'll have to get you another one. So what would you like to do?
Don't worry, the
Well-
big spoon nostril shots will come back.
I got you. Just got to get you another camera.
Well, I doubt there's anywhere that I can find that'll let me sleep for free. So you know what? I'm gonna try to persuade one of the panda folk to let me borrow their hut.
Okay, before you roll, tell me how you persuade them as you approach. None of them are red pandas. So there's most of them look like the one that the circus one that you guys saw
Wait a minute.
in On
I
the
don't
ship.
remember his name.
I don't think I ever named him.
Really? I thought
You did.
Bartender.
You did. You definitely
did.
did.
I do not remember what his
Yeah,
name
you
was.
definitely did.
Let me see if I can find it. Would I have put it in?
Merida knew.
Yeah,
Yes.
Merida
Yeah, she
definitely
did know.
would know.
Yeah, no, she did know. And she told me a couple of times and I still forgot.
I'll have to go pick her up here in a little bit. I can always ask her and just be like, haha.
Haha!
Aha.
Angry big spoon noises.
Angry spoon clattering.
I'm so fucking pissed right now.
I'm so angry. Well, we can't see it.
Did you touch my drum set? I did not touch your drum set.
Yes, I touched the drum set.
I put my balls on your drum set.
What?
The face Judd made.
I did it. I did all of it.
I like Judd's face.
Yeah, she did too. She told me the name in here somewhere. But alright. Alright, so Yorick, as you look for I was gonna say, like, what do you say before you roll? How do
So-
you approach? What do you say to persuade?
I'm just gonna be like, hi, so I don't have any money right now. Would you be so kind as to let me borrow your hut? I have a big fight coming up tomorrow at the Gladiator Arena, and I and my pets should be well rested for that.
Make a persuasion check. Oh, by the way, I didn't. Oh no, never mind. I can't tell you that yet. I know you guys love it when I do that.
I'm so
Right.
glad I
Great.
have advantage on that. All right, so 29.
The hut that you approached actually had two. They looked like they were a couple. No young pandas, but definitely male and female. The male approaches and puts his right arm around your shoulders. Absolutely. Come on in. And just like not aggressively, but leads you in. And then as you go in, the female takes a step inside and goes, "Your pet's gonna have to sleep outside, if that's okay." And you
No,
see
no,
like
that-
a
that
look
will-
of worry. You know, there's Dragon Mountain. She'd probably like it there. Her kind, they're all their homes are over there. Dragon Mountain. Have you seen it?
Yes, I'll make sure that she stays out of the hut since you are so kind to allow me to use it. The least I can do is respect your wishes.
As you go in, I mean, the hut is like, it's very, very, very modest. There's literally just all the essential things you think that they would need. Like, there's not a refrigerator or any of that shit, but there's like shelves with some dry goods on it, and then there's a whole lot of bamboo, like a whole bunch of bamboo just kind of like stacked against the wall, like kind of overflowing onto the ground. And then you see two beds, one on the left and one on the right, about 5 feet apart. And that's about the space you have in here. So he lays down in one, she lays down in the other.
Is there a couch anywhere
No.
or any
You
kind
see-
of?
You see the male literally like rolls over and faces the wall. The female looks at you and kind of does a eyebrow wiggle and then tucks herself in onto the mattress and does like the So you've got the floor or
Just
you've
so you
got
know.
the invite.
Think what
I'm
Marinda
gonna-
would think about this.
You got the floor
Yeah,
or
I'm
you've
gonna-
got the
I'm gonna
invite.
take the floor.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the floor.
As you lay down on the floor, you do kind of hear like a under the breath huff as she also very aggressively turns around to face the wall. When you lay down on the floor, your feet stick out the front door.
Well, I hope no feet goblin come and get my feet.
Oh no, your feet are immediately laid on top of by your pet. So like you
Okay.
can't even move your feet if you wanted to. She just lays right down on top of them. All right.
I understand how that feels.
As the four of you rest and Cammy and Malador begin to continue your B&E into the witch doctor's place of residence, we're going to end there tonight.
Alright.
Yeah, man.
Because
I
I
got
can
ahead.
see, I can rephrase that. So because I can see Corey kind of dying. It is getting late, so and half the
And-
team is sleeping, so it's a good place to end.
I'm
And I
I'm
have to
okay
go
with
pick
that.
up Jill. So
Gotcha. You've got to leave and go get Jill. Jake got some head, and Corey has to go make himself feel better.
Would've
So,
been-
Finally got head.
Where your clothes at?
so this is our this was our first live. I hope you all enjoyed it.
We're gonna
And,
do it
the-
every Saturday now. Now that I've
And,
got it all set up for everybody.
the upload of this, if YouTube didn't immediately take the upload and put it on, which it may have, it will be uploaded on Saturday or Friday. Every Friday these go up. So if the YouTube live doesn't immediately put it up for you guys, then you'll get this one on Friday. The anus talk is on Tuesday. I might adjust that now that we're going live, but for right now that's the schedule. So good night. Thank you for watching.
Good night.
Be careful with your head, Jake. Go get
Yeah,
better,
for sure.
Corey. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I
Okay,
tried.
wait. We are gonna have to upload the Skype because you can hear Malador's music.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And he
Oh,
didn't
like-
give us a quote again.
You mean like the entire time you can hear his music? Is it like overwhelming it?
You can hear it right now if you play it.
Why?
Yeah, you can hear it the entire stream.
That's okay. I can fix that. You'll just you know how to use OBS. We'll figure it out, Judge.
All right. Anyways, what's gonna be our quote since our quote guy left without a quote for the
Malador
second week
finally
in a
got
row?
head.
Yeah.
There we go. When you finally get head from a red-headed shrunken head, it's the best kind of head you can get.
Go fuck yourself.
That's a good
All right,
quote.
good night.